I'm ready to pop these firecrackers. Don't pop them on me. Where the police at?
There's the police right there.
Hands up, you guys! Yes! If you ever watched this, Shane, I love you. I'm your #1 fan. That's why I did that. Hello and welcome. Chris, you can't play that right now.
Wait, I thought we were playing this.
Oh. Hi guys, my name is Shay. Welcome. So, many of my friends and family in life really like, oh no, many of my friends and family in life like the makeup that I do, and they are constantly telling me, Shay, you need to make videos. So I said, what the hell, and I figured I would give it a shot. So, for my first video, we have the 4th of July coming up, so I did a 4th of July inspired themed look. This is the look. It kind of looks like the American flag, I guess, and we got some red lips, and we look like we're ready to go stuff our face with some hot dogs, you know? Fucking drink some summer shandies, huh?
Funnel cakes.
Oh, funnel cake sounds so good. So, yeah. If you guys are interested in seeing how I achieved this look, then please keep on watching. Also, disclaimer, when I first started filming this, it was completely daylight outside, so the lighting is gonna look 100% different. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. So, yeah, that's it. Grab your high seas, ladies and gentlefish, because we about to get it poppin'. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna prime our eyelids, because we're gonna do our eyeshadow first before the face foundation, because we're gonna have a shit ton of fallout and it's not gonna be pretty. You gotta wipe all that fallout away. You got your foundation on while you do all that. It's gonna mess up your foundation, and it's just not a good time. It's not a good look. It's not fun. It's depressing. So we're gonna do the eyes first, and before we start doing the eyes, we have to prime our eyelids. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go in to start doing your eyeshadow and you haven't primed your eyelids, lock your doors, because I'm coming for you. Never start doing your eyeshadow without priming your eyelids first. You understand? All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some concealer. I'm gonna put a couple dabs right there. Couple dabs right there. Beautiful. And I'm just gonna take this is just a regular e.l.f. This is literally the e.l.f. pointed foundation brush. I use this for concealer all the time, and I'm not swiping, I'm dabbing. You wanna dab it, like poke your eye out, you know what I'm saying? Just dab it into your skin. Alright, so now that we got the concealer on our eyes, what you want to do is take some loose setting powder. I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in Fair Light. And I'm just going to take a big flat, just fluffy brush. This is actually from BH Cosmetics. I've had this brush for literally years. So I don't know, any big fluffy brush will do. We're just gonna dip it in there, kind of tap off the excess, make sure you get the powder all over the floor, and then we're gonna just press that all in. Beautiful. Alright, so now we're gonna get it started. I am going in with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I know some people love this, some people hate this. I am personally one of the people that love this. This is one of the best palettes I've ever used. For those of you that maybe are not very familiar with Morphe, I don't know how you could be. Morphe, in my opinion, is amazing. I think for the price, their eyeshadows, I've used their setting spray, I've used their lipsticks, I've used a lot of stuff from Morphe. I haven't been disappointed with a single purchase that I've gotten from Morphe. That's my personal opinion. I think the price point for everything that you get from Morphe is perfect, especially for those girls that are balling on a budget like me, because, you know, money. Oh. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is what I typically always do. I go in with some transition shades. I go in with some transition shades. I always like going into this one right here and this one right here. I don't like to discriminate. I like to dip my little brush into both of them because they're both beautiful and they both deserve to go on my face. And tap off that. Woo! Did you see that? Maybe get a little bit more. Let's do that moment again. Woo! Tap off the axis? The x-axis. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm only gonna keep that right here. I mean, you can pretty much, we're gonna like kind of, you'll see. Just watch, everybody. I'm gonna take it right here in this, right in the crease right there at first, initially. And we're gonna use windshield wiper motion. So we're gonna go back, forth, just like the windshield wiper on your car. Back and forth. And then as less product is on my brush, I'm gonna start bringing it up a little bit. Just like this.
"20 minutes later."
So now what I'm gonna do is darken it up just a little bit, because since that was our first color, we gotta darken it up just a bit. So now what I'm gonna do is actually just take it one level lower. We're gonna dip into this shade right here. I am so sorry, the names, I don't have the names for these shades. They came in the little plastic thing.
Yeah, I told you to keep them and you said, I don't need these.
Well, who cares about the names, right? I mean, we're gonna be going into this same brush. I completely forgot to mention the brush I was using. I'm so not prepared. The brush that I've been using is just a regular, this is a natural haired blending brush. This is the Morphe M441. So now, with that darker color, what I'm gonna do is do the same exact thing, just keep it right here in this crease right here. Right here in this crease right here. The only difference with this is since it is a little bit darker, I'm not gonna bring it down. I am, as less product is on my brush, gonna blend it up more towards my brow. So now what I'm gonna do is darken it up just a little. I kind of want to use this I literally think Jacqueline named this shade Pukey right here. So I'm gonna use that, and then I'm also gonna dabble into this orange sick shade. Again, Shay, why are you mixing two shades? Well, because I don't feel like we should just limit ourselves to one shade, you know? I feel like every shade deserves to be loved and appreciated for what they are. So we're just gonna both put them on.
Put them both on.
Put them both on. And again, with the same brush, we're just keeping it right here. So now, as you can see, we got eyeshadow all down here, but we got like a nice, pretty, darkened color. Looks very blended. Don't worry about that down there. We're gonna clean that up later. This is why we didn't do our foundation first. Alright, so now the fun begins. With this same palette, what I'm going to do is, next I'm going to take a pretty much smaller blending brush. This is the Morphe S12 or S12. I am going to be dipping into this beautiful red shade right here. Obviously it's the only red in this palette. So with my smaller blending brush, I'm gonna go straight for it and dip right into that red color right there. And then with that red color, what I'm going to do is keep it right here on this inner corner. I'm not going to bring it too far in. I'm not going to bring it too far down. I'm strictly going to keep it right here. Alright, so that's our base for the red. I want it to be more patriotic. America, free. We need more freedom in this red. So I am taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I am going to dip into red ochre, fried okra, and a little bit of Venetian red right here. Venetian red is more of like a berry red, so I'm not gonna dip into it too hard, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go over that original red. So that's all I'm doing. Okay, so that definitely helped, but I'm extra as hell, so I am taking my Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. Another beautiful palette. I mean, I'm taking obviously this beautiful red right here. So it's more of a patriotic freedom red. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's much better. And just pack that color on, you know, let freedom reign. Happy 4th of July, everyone! We are here! This is the next blending brush I'm gonna use. This is the Morphe S21. So, I'm going back to the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to dibble dabble. This blue right here, although it is a bit too purpley for me. I don't know, we'll see. So with that blending brush, what I'm gonna do is only keep it right out here on this outer corner. I am trying to leave a space right here in the center because that's where we're gonna do our white, you know, red, white, and blue, like the American flag. Alright, so now that blue is really just punched right into that outer corner, what I'm gonna do now is take a clean, flat brush. This is just oh, I thought it was an e.l.f. brush, but it's a BH Cosmetics brush. It's literally just a flat brush. We're gonna take a little concealer. Again, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. Take it, put a little bit on the back of my hand, like so. I like to dip into that concealer, just like that. Ooh. So what we're gonna do is put it right there. Alright, so now that that concealer is right smack dab in the middle of our eyelids, we're gonna take, you guessed it, a white color. That's not racist. We're gonna take a flat shader brush. This is the Morphe S30. And while this concealer is still a little wet, I'm gonna dabble right into this shade and this shade. And then I'm just gonna put it right over that concealer. So now I know you're thinking, Shay, good lord. They're just blocks of color. Red, white, blue. What we're gonna do is the same brush that we used for that blue, we're gonna go back into the blue color that we used, whatever blue color that we used, so I'm gonna go back into this one. I'm only gonna use a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna do this eye. I'm only barely, very lightly going to fan it a little bit over right here over that white color. We're gonna do the same thing with the red, so we're taking the very same brush that we used the red. Take the very same red color that you used. Now, so that we've blended the red and the blue, we're gonna do the same thing with the white. So we're gonna take that small white flat definer brush that we used for the white color. We're gonna dip back into the white colors that we used. And we're just gonna go right over the center, right there. And honestly, I'm still not loving this red. Like the white and blue are really coming together, I think. Like they're bam, they're in your face, they're full of color, but this red is just not giving me the life that I want to live. I'm gonna go back in with my colored rain palette into this red color, and I'm really gonna try and pack that red on. Yeah, that looks better. Red like the blood of my enemies. I don't know. I am gonna go in with this color right here. It is literally just a light brown. This is a very fat blending brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush, so this is one of the brushes that I've had for years. Eventually I'm gonna get new brushes, people, so bear with me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that light brown just right over my crease right here, because I am just blending out the top. Alright, so finally, good Lord Shay, we're done with the eyeshadow. I'm gonna add some winged eyeliner. I am going in with Maybelline Eye Studio. This is a gel eyeliner. I'm going in with a regular black angled brush. This is e.l.f. small angled brush. I believe it was literally $3, maybe even $1. So now that winged eyeliner is on and we can fly away, we can't just fly away yet. I am gonna be putting fake eyelashes on. So before I do that, I'm gonna put a little mascara on. I am using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This right now is my favorite drugstore mascara. My eyelashes suck ass. So that's why I'm putting fake eyelashes on.
Mine are beautiful.
I know, I don't want to talk about it. Not everybody is born with voluminous eyelashes like you, Christopher. I am using the Ardell Faux Minx. Is 811. I thought they had a name. I thought these have a name and they don't. All it says is Ardell Faux Minx in the style 811, but this is what they look like. Eyelashes are on, everybody. Get ready to fly away. We're gonna blink our eyes and fly high into the sky. Woo! Now that the eyeshadow is done, we're looking like the American flag, just flaving in the wind of patrioticity. We're blowing in the wind of patrioticity. Is that a word?
It's not even an American flag.
Oh, but it is. Yeah, it does. It looks like the American flag.
It looks nothing like the American flag.
My eyeshadow doesn't look like the American flag.
The American flag is not 3 stripes.
It's red, white, and blue. Now we're gonna do the face. Before you put on your foundation, what you wanna do is prime. If you don't prime before you put on your foundation, God help you. I don't know what you're doing with yourself. This is it's a little sample. This is Clinique Moisture Surge. I have to say, honestly, I will be purchasing the big bottle of this stuff because it is perfect to put as a base before you put your foundation on. You just need to put it on like so. Everywhere we're gonna be putting foundation on. It must have a lot of glycerin in it, and glycerin, for those of you that don't know, is like super glue for your face, so it just makes your foundation go suck right into your skin, and it's so succulent and wonderful. So once you put that stuff on, you're gonna tap your face like this. Like, you see the stick, like, can you hear? Can you hear the stickiness? That is what you want. Anything that's like, gives you that sticky contexture, sticky texture to your face. That's what you want, ladies. Now what I'm gonna do is go in with my foundation. This is the Tarte Shape Tape foundation, matte foundation. They have hydrating and matte in this foundation, and this is the shade Light Medium Honey. I have only used this foundation, I think maybe once. I am still forming an opinion on it. So far, I must say, the first time I wore it, I wasn't completely in love with it like I thought I would be. But we're gonna keep using it a couple times because I paid the money for it, so I'm gonna use it whether I like it or not. What we're gonna do, and we're done. This is it. This is the final look, everyone. Stop looking at me. It's a flat foundation brush. I love doing my foundation with a flat foundation brush. It's completely flat, if I haven't said that 3 times already. This is the Morphe S94. When you're doing your foundation, you wanna, again, tap it into your face. Try your best not to smear. So next what we're gonna do is concealer. We gotta conceal these under eyes, honey. I don't know how we living without concealing the under eyes. So I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape once again. I have other concealers, don't worry. I'm using Tarte a lot today, I guess. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this under my eyes right here. And with that concealer, I'm also gonna go in the center of my forehead, down the center of my nose, on my chin, and right there in that mustache area. This is the Morphe Beauty Sponge. Any of those sponges will do. What I'm gonna do is just tap it and blend it. Now you can see that the concealer was very light to my skin color, and now I'm looking like Casper the Not So Friendly Ghost. What I'm gonna do is cream contour. So I am going to be taking LA Pro Conceal. This is in the color Toffee. I am gonna put that right here. On the other side as well. Put it right here on the sides of my forehead and right up above there. This is rounded. It's very nice. This is the Morphe M439 foundation brush. I am just going to buff that in. What we're gonna do is set the under eyes. You have to do that immediately when you put concealer under your eyes, or else it'll be a creasy mess and you're gonna look like a disaster, honey. Again, I'm going in with my Fit Me foundation, powder foundation by Maybelline, in the shade Fairlight 10. Because honey, we trying to look like a 10, okay? So we're gonna use number 10. I'm just gonna dip it right in there, and I'm just gonna put it everywhere that we put that concealer. All right, next what I'm gonna do is go ahead and powder contour. I know we did just go in and cream contour. I'm extra. I like to make sure that you can really tell that I contoured. I'm gonna take a very big, fluffy brush. This is Morphe S15. And then I am going to take probably the best palette in the world, honestly. This is the Park Ave Princess by Tarte. This is not sponsored by Tarte. I'm using so many Tarte products. I love Tarte. Look at this palette. And I gotta say, the reason I love this palette is because you get 2 highlighter shades right there. You can use that under your eyes. And then all of these contour and bronzer shades, they're so buttery. They're so easy to smooth and blend out across your face. They're beautiful colors. I love this contour palette. It's one of my favorites. So my 2 favorite shades that I like to do is I like to go in between these 2 right here. That's why you can see I've hit pan on that one. I am going to try and make it look like I don't eat a lot of cheeseburgers and french fries and ice cream. And I'm gonna contour. I like to take my contour and take it up towards the sides of my forehead so it makes it look like I don't have as big of a forehead as I actually do. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I am going to do them off camera because everybody does their eyebrows differently. Everybody has different shaped eyebrows. Eyebrows are terribly boring to watch.
1 eternity later.
The eyebrows are done. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna highlight the brow bone. I'm gonna go back in with my Jaclyn Hill palette. I am going to go into these 2 beautiful shades right here. The highlighting shades is just put it right here. So now I am going to do the bottom lash line. What I'm gonna do is I am going to line my waterline, which is right under here. Oh my god. So I'm taking the NYX, oh my freaking god, NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Cobalt. Oh, beautiful blue. Now what I'm gonna do is help that lower lash line a bit. So I am going into my Lorac Pro, I believe this is the Lorac Pro 2 palette, not the first one, the second one. You guessed it, am going into this very navy blue right there. I'm going in with a flat definer brush, and what I'm gonna do is I am just going to kind of tap it along that waterline. This is the Morphe S20 or S20. Going back into my Jaclyn Hill palette, I am going to dip into this color right here and this color right here. And I'm gonna blend out the lower lash line. So now I'm going to do my bottom lashes. So now what I'm gonna do is once again go back into my Jaclyn Hill palette, take my flat definer brush and go back into these highlighting shades. I'm going to highlight my inner corner. So next, to finish off the face, I am going to be doing a little blush. This is Milani in the color Luminoso. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite blushes, if not probably my favorite blush. I love it because it's kind of shimmery. It's perfect for summertime. I am taking a big fat fluffy round brush. Oh my god, I'm so sorry you guys. I literally ran out of space on my SD card. This is my first time ever filming, messing around with SD cards, so come here, baby. Still learning, but it's all good. We went to Walmart, got another SD card, but now the natural light has went away. It's now nighttime, so the setup and the lighting looks a little different. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. But nonetheless, the show must go on. I believe I left off with doing my blush, so I'm going back in with my Luminoso. So next, what I'm gonna do is highlight my most favorite part of the whole makeup routine, because it just is like throwing the icing on the cake and then eating the cake. So what I'm gonna do is take some setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. The best shit in the world. And then I'm gonna take a highlighter brush. This is the Morphe M501 brush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Urban Decay setting spray, and I'm actually gonna spritz my brush a little. just a dab. And then I am going to go into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. This is the Sun Dipped Glow Kit. I am gonna go into this shade and this shade right here. This is the moment of truth, everyone. Oh, yes, yes. Woo! Oh, yes, Daddy. We're gonna put a little bit on our nose, a little bit on our chin. We're just gonna put it all over our damn face. Man, I feel like a woman. We're gonna throw on some lipstick. Since it's the 4th of July, we gotta use some red lipstick, obviously. So, I am going in with, oh my god, NYX Liquid Suede in the color, oh good, it doesn't have a name. Kitten Heels, I think. Oh, could you imagine a little kitten wearing heels?
It sounds like they cut off the kitten's heels and that's made the shade out of that.
It sounds like what?
They cut off the kitten's heels and made the lipstick out of it.
Oh, now I'm sad. So I'm gonna do one more thing for extra good measure because I'm very, very extra. So I'm gonna use this Hard Candy Walk the Line. What's up, Johnny Cash? Liquid eyeliner. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it right in my crease. Like this. We're gonna set the entire face with Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray.
You might want to say that again. I just coughed in the middle of you saying that.
Oh my god. Cue the music. And there you guys go. This is the final look. That is the final look. You see that glitter up there. Well, there you guys go. If for some miracle you made it this far, congratulations. I have no medals to give you, but I wish I did. I'll leave you with this. That was from me to you. So yeah, that was it. If you guys liked this video, if for some reason you want to see me do another video, click the like button down below, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you liked, let me know what you didn't like. I guess that's it. Bye. Oh my god, did you guys hear that? I'm keeping that in the video if you can hear it. You're exposed.
Oh, God.
We're getting a divorce. We're getting a divorce. Send help. Send help. I can't stay in here anymore. Ah!